Madden football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Colts and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it comes your way next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Indianapolis Colts taking on the NFC champions. It's finally time for the main event here in 2025. Away we go in Super Bowl 59.
Come on. Hey.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give them 19. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got his man. It's White. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
To the right side, this is Taylor. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now this one to it. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Seahawks, nothing.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Here we go, back. Stop it all 18. Back and 60. Check contact.
Throwing to start the drive. Carrington. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 1st down. Carrington. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
And he's got room. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 1st downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
18
On 1st and 10, Carrington. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back to throw. Carrington. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Landry. On the left side, a catch by White. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
That's another Colts first down.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Landry. And Woods has it complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is that right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. After 7-0 on EA Sports. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Landry being chased out left. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Off play action. Landry. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy by the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
sticking with Walker on second down. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. Carrington. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. These kickers now, used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of a yard.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Operating from the gun, Landry. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice game.
On first down, Carrington. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Aaron Donald. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can't he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Operating from the gun, Carrington. He'll find Metcalf. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
down. Carrington. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert, and the Colts are going to take over with a football.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get
right?
your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
On the move to his... He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick six here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. 1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw. Landry.
They'll get this off to Taylor.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
On the handoff, Taylor. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
So the drive will continue. After the conversion on fourth, they'll work from the 20 on first down. Looking end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
19 tight.
Off the play fake. Carrington. He's got a man. Complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
18
Throwing again. Carrington. He finds his man. Complete. That's Nash. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideout wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
Looking to throw on second down. Carrington over the middle, hauled in by Shark.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Hey, Cash. 65 there. 65 there. Not 19. 70.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to work. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2nd and 10.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
And the Seahawks had a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Off play action. Landry. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The Colts send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better.
He's got him in. Complete. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position. And that was special there. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. Landry
delivers another one to Pierce. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Colts first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. Landry. That's complete to White.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
96 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor,
a 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Colts are an extra point away from taking the lead in this Super Bowl.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
Seahawks 23.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Taylor.
A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
3 quarters gone by. Don't leave your seats now, folks. The 4th and final quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
A give for Taylor running right side.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Alec Pierce.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
Trying the left side with Walker. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
60 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Check smash. Trap 50.
Off the play fake. Carrington. Throw out wide to Walker. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Carrington. He finds his man, complete. That's Nash. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 34 yards there and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, this game's over.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up. First and goal.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there. Gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl.
And the Colts are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of the Super Bowl.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The good signal calls would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
A quick throw there going to be batted away at incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Carrington. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Seahawks.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's once again complete to Chark.
And he'll go down, but now before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Back to throw again. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 18-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Nash.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carrington to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Carrington. He's got it. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope when they had to
slogged their way downfield. They got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in Indianapolis. The Colts are the Super Bowl champs. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all built.